105 the station with 50 minutes of today's R&B hits and oldies every hour. Ladies, what would you do if you saw your grown husband being verbally abused by his father in front of your 4-year-old child? This is what this lady wrote us about. What are your thoughts on this?
I give her advice that she should do what her husband says. Do not approach the situation right now. And just be encouraging to her husband that be the father that some father wasn't to you to your son. You know, you don't want to make the situation worse where it already is with the relationship of the father and the grandfather. And she just should just be encouraged to her husband.
Okay.
That's how I feel about the situation.
The power couples here, Jameson, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Rick, she's definitely on track.
I totally agree, baby.
But you got to listen at 6:20, and we'll tell you why.
What would you do if you saw your husband being verbally abused by his own father in front of your 4-year-old? 888-550-9105. I want to hear from you in the power couples coming up as well.
Where did you come from, baby? And ooh, won't you tell me? You're the thing I need to know.
Hot 105 the station with 50 minutes of today's R&B hits and oldies every hour. A wife wrote us because her husband is being verbally abused by his father while her 4-year-old son is seeing this. And she got a problem. She wants to step to the father. What should she do? That's what she wants to know.
Number one, in my opinion, is that why should they even be conversating?
I'm sorry, but that's converse. Go ahead.
Should have took the baby and went somewhere else with the baby instead of having the baby sitting right there listening.
You got a point. Okay, what is your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Shanice Wood, and I am calling you from Lauderhill, Florida.
Okay, thanks so much for calling, okay?
Okay.
Power couple gives you their thoughts next. Betty Wright right now, Hot 105.
First of all, I'd like to say good evening. And we're so pleased that so many of you could come out and share in all the love and all the happiness we have in store for you. We want you to have a real good time, because that's just what we have in mind. Is that all right with you? Now,
Hot 105, the station with 50 minutes of today's R&B hits and oldies every hour. Tonight's the night, Betty Wright. Hey, listen to this commercial break for your chance to turn your dollar bill into $105 with the world-famous dollar bill game. Tom Joyner is going to tell you to call in, get $105. So a wife wrote us, and she told us that her husband is being verbally abused by his father. His father has been this way since he was a child, and he's doing it now while he's an adult, and their 4-year-old son is seeing this. She wants to step to the father, the grandfather of the child, and say something, and she doesn't know what she should do. So I got the power couple here, Herdine, Jameson. So talk to you. You guys are clinical social workers.
Yes,
you deal with stuff like this.
Yes,
so,
we do.
So talk to us.
I first would like to commend the wife and the mother for kind of taking a stand, an active stand for her husband and her son. Hearing her story first, what comes to mind for me is the ability for her to realize that it did not start with the father.
Yeah, you know, we're talking classic generational patterns. The wife also has to realize this is something that's been going on way before she stepped into the picture. We're talking his father, his grandfather, 2, 3, 4 generations down the line.
So the problem isn't generational, and it didn't start with the grandfather, but
No.
But ultimately, if the grandfather decides to end it, it can change.
Oh yeah, you know, we definitely want to break these patterns. But the wife, sure, she could talk to the grandfather, but she can only talk on behalf of her son. If she steps in to defend her husband, although this is well-intentioned, it is really only fuel for the dad. Comments like, you know, you ain't nothing or you weak, that will just prove that the grandfather was right all the time.
If the wife steps in.
Oh yeah.
That's deep. Well, thank y'all so much.
Anytime, man. I'm Jameson.
I'm Herdine, and we're the power couple on Hot 105.
For more info, hit up the HaitianTherapist.com.
Yay, yay.
Rick